Veterans Day is a federal U.S. holiday that's celebrated every year November 11th that honors those who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Did you know it's been celebrated for 68 years? Also here at BHS, we have a hallway that commemorates many BHS graduates who are veterans. We have many teachers here at BHS who are U.S. Army veterans, so let's ask them some questions.
I was in the U.S. Navy, both active duty and reserves, for a total of 28 years.
I served in the Army, United States Reserves, for 13 years.
So I was in the United States Navy and I did just under 2 years because I was injured about a year and a half in and spent the rest of my time doing recovery and then was out.
I was in the National Guard. I played in an Army band for the state of Utah and for the state of Ohio for a short time. I was in for almost 10 years playing music.
Veterans Day is an opportunity to honor veterans who served, and more importantly, also their families who served. People forget about the families a lot.
Veterans Day means a lot to me. It means personal to me because my father served in Vietnam, my grandfather served in Korean War. But doing your best, serving your country, I believe in that. Protecting, the country that you live in, doing your part to keep the world a little safer.
Perspective of a veteran, I think this day is very important when we look at the millions of veterans who are still living, who struggle on a daily basis, either mentally or physically or emotionally. To just take this day to recognize the sacrifices that they made, the sacrifices that they are still making in those areas, and the sacrifices that many of their family members have made as they support them for the rest of their lives. So I just think Veterans Day is a moment for us to just kind of stop and realize the impact that those people have made for us.
Veterans Day is a pretty important day for me. Being an Army band, we used to play concerts every year to remember all the veterans, and we'd play all of the songs for each of the branches of the military. And we'd have all the people stand up from the audience, and we just every year just see tons of people, older people, just all generations of people standing up, and everybody clapping for them is actually pretty emotional.
The military changed me a lot as a person and made me more mature and responsible, and also gave me some life goals. The motto of the Navy and Marine Corps is honor, courage, and commitment. And you could do a lot worse than live by those three as a code for your life.
When I went into the military, I didn't have a lot of choices. I didn't have a lot of money, didn't apply for a lot of scholarships, so I didn't know where to go in terms of college. So I got the government student loan repayment for the military. So I'll be mature there. I thought of opportunities. I became a medic in the military. So I had many different job opportunities, met lots of friends. So just maturity.
For me, it definitely helped me mature. I joined when I was 18, straight out of high school, so I didn't go to college, which was probably a good thing for 18-year-old me that I didn't go straight to college. Because of the time I joined and September 11th happening a few months after I joined, it definitely gave me a different perspective on the world that we live in and how important our interconnectivity to each other is. It definitely made me much more of an adult than I was probably ready to be at 18, and just made me that much more appreciative of the liberties I have here, especially as a female and a female serving in a very male-dominated space. Just how lucky I am to be where I am, and becoming a mom and a wife later, just taking that perspective and making sure my kids take full advantage of everything our country has to offer.
I think obviously you learn discipline in the military. You learn to push yourself. You kind of see behind the scenes. I was very impacted by learning about warfare, and that was a very difficult thing for me to just really think about the sacrifice and what it takes really to fight a war, to keep ourselves safe.
Thank you for all your time, bravery, and sacrifice that you have done for this country. We are forever grateful for all the veterans who helped maintain America's freedom.